Have you seen the blind people on the roadside? Life is a battle already in where we are located. Then you have also become blind. The strength of battle. Destiny's battle become increasingly intense when a person is blind. But blindness will make sense to you very soon. It will make sense to you. 7. Hot fires of life engulf people. Hot fires. So now when you meet any Ghanaian, somebody says that if you put silver on top of his head, it will cook you a full meal. How hot he has become now. It can cook you a full meal. And the reality is that this is sometimes, as in most cases from the scripture, in most cases, it's just because a lot of us are blind. We are not meant to speak like the way the world speaks. If you begin to now see the way the world sees, you are blind. So the economy is hot. Ghana is some way. Everything is some way. But we are not of them that are Ghanaians. We have our rod, our poles, our staffs onto the rings of the ark. We are pilgrimage. We are walking. We are not like them. We have given our shoulders already to carry his presence. And so we are supposed to sympathize with the world, not agree with them, not to cry with them. If you are looking at it that way, it just simply means that you are so blind. Al-Kufuado is not our problem. He's the problem of the world. This is not our home. I'm saying that pilgrimages, we are walking, we are journeying. We were just passing through this place. We live in our kingdom. Our own king has enough to sustain us. So the hot fires of this world must not engulf you. You are not part of it unless you are blind. We embody something bigger. That is how come some, when they enter into the furnace, they still came out with nothing, not even a smoke of fire on them. But when a person is blind, he is in hot fires. His entire life is engulfed in fire. Everything that he touches burns to ashes. From one fire to another, one problem to the next. Everywhere is pressing. Everywhere is hot for the person. Even when he sits in an air-conditioned room, he still sweats because he's on fire. I'm talking about fires of his nativity. His family house has fire. When he runs to the office, there is fire. When he comes back to the home with the wife or with the husband, there's also fire. When he goes to the market, there is fire. His neighborhood, there is fire. Fire engulfs around the person. It's a sign. But it says that it burned him, yet he laid it not to heart. It means he still tolerates it. It doesn't mean it does not affect him, but he tolerates it. He still accepts it. He still thinks that everybody is everybody that is going through the same thing. So why should I have an issue? And because they tolerate it, they are not able to confront it. And we know that what you don't confront will always front your destiny. That is what I mean. Challenges are always in front of you. They are always before you. Anytime you are stepping out, it's before you. So as for you, for a long while, you have never come to a place of rest. It's because you are blind. It's not because of the enemy. It's because you are blind. As a matter of fact, I've told you here many times that when I see a preacher, he said that we are going to pray today, we will dismantle the enemy. It's like the focus program that they are doing. The focus is to dismantle the enemy. I have a challenge with it because about 99% of whatever we are going through has nothing to do with the enemy. It has everything to do with blindness. When you are ignorant, anything at all can happen to you. The Bible says he destroyed the enemy, the works of the enemy. He destroyed it. It is just two things. It's either you believe it or you don't believe it. He said he destroyed the works of the enemy. He was emphatic. He destroyed the works of the enemy. I've told you that this is my generation and we don't believe in many things. When it comes, when the word comes, we see it as one of those. Yeah. We would rather choose to hear and see what the world is saying and believe it. How many have I given so far? I given 7, eh? Okay, so the last one. The last one. Matthew 15 verse 14. Let them alone. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind leads the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. So the number 8 is one of the defect of blindness is ditch. A ditch is a narrow channel dug at the side of a road or a field to hold or carry water away. And it says that both, when the blind leads the blind, both shall fall into a ditch. It is not a prophecy. If you are blind, one of your places is the ditch. You will fall there. You are already going to fall there, and the one that's trying to lead you also is blind. So the two of you will now fall inside the ditch. Yeah. Like yesterday, when they were giving advice, when I was giving them, first of all, after we did the vows and everything, I helped them. We did the vow, everything. In their program, supposed to give word of exhortation. I did almost like 3 minutes. I just said that if you are not going to be on purpose, this marriage is as good as dead. Because already we know the stories of both of them. And I was trying to say that the place of superstition should be placed outside, but the place of spirituality is very important. Because all the advice that you give to them, is it something that you don't know? You know, if you decide to keep it, you'll be okay. Remember, found some more banner that you'll be bonting na konam nanti wakakra nebra back. Baba back not things I or not wabe forward. That thing that will make you go out for a while. If a person has not got into a place of proper enlightenment, that thing that will make you go out. No? As for the out, you go, but you would have hit the person before you step out. Yeah. So we have advised that one. Then you find some people that in case you have an issue, you can go and talk to. It's part of tradition. It should not come from a mother or a father. Because such a person, if you are now having issue with your husband and you run to your parents to go and talk to them, because you are a daughter, they will back you. Who does he think that he is? So tradition is that you must find one that will not have any emotional or sentiment towards you. Meanwhile, it's part of the family, but he can tell you as it is. So one for the man, one for the woman. The man's own, they must speak from the woman's place. And then for the woman's own, they pick from the man's house. All these things are done, yet we having different kinds of divorce, different kinds of warfare, battlegrounds for marriages. This is because after all these kinds of advices or counsel is done, a place of spirituality becomes very important. Like I keep telling you here, that I do is not the end of everything. There are days where your wife or your husband may be in one form of trouble or the other. It could be sickness, it could be heart issues, it could be many other things. And you may have the ability to carry the person to the hospital, but the doctor will tell you that we have done our best, but we don't seem to find what the problem is. I begin to ask that where and what else can you do? That is where marriage is. Because this thing that we call marriage is a covenant. You must understand that blood has become part of it, is involved. Somebody hearing me? So you can't walk into marriage with that. They say that love is blind, and you just be in it. You are blind and you are in a marriage. You can't be blind. You need to be someone that sees. You need to be someone that look. You need to be someone. That is why when they said that for those that will give the counsel or advice, they should be people that are married. I was not part of it. Because what I have been able to, by November, if it is 14 years, what I've been able to see, there's no way I can use that one to advise you. Because different you, different me. As part of it, you must ensure that you make steps yourself towards your own spiritual growth. That is what will make and change your own personality. That is when you can now stay in a marriage.